You are here for HIIT class. Today I am Katie and we're going to start by just getting warmed up. And I'll just have you reaching overhead, stepping side to side. Some high intensity interval training. We're ready for it. Don't worry, we won't be so high intensity until we get warmed up. I'm not ready for that. I could do this for like 10 minutes. It feels so good. Reach across the body, rotate, getting that spine moving, arms moving. If you want to reach bigger, you can, shifting that weight from leg to leg. So today we've got, pretty back to basics, which I really like, but we're going to just kind of add some intervals in there. So we're going to start with a lunge. We're going to go into a lunge hold and then a lunge knee drive. That's the first one. And then the second one will be the other side. And so all of our series look like that. Hands up overhead, reaching for the toes. Nice big windmill. So it's a strength move, an isometric hold, and then a power move, high intensity cardio, heart rate's up kind of move there. And then we'll get a little bit of recovery. Good, we're gonna open, heel to the tush, opening those arms, everything squeezes to the back at the same time. And keep that going. Good, reaching for the toes. Got someone to check in. Keep reaching for those toes. All right. I need to figure out how to do music on here. I told you last time, I think I practiced a little bit and it was not smooth, let's say. I could play through my computer, but then you can't really hear my voice. So it's either music or voice. I don't know, I might let you guys vote. You might be like, we can do without the voice. Let's just listen to music. Good, hands up overhead, reaching nice and tall and hug the knee into the chest. Alternate sides back and forth. Nice long body, hugging the knee, long body up and down. Make sure everybody's muted. Cool. Nice big breaths here. And let's widen those stances. Feet wider than the hips, toes pointing out a little bit. Hips going down and up. Nice little forward fold here. Lengthening the hamstrings, waking up the quads. All right. So I'm still missing the tooth. I now have 2 retainers with teeth in them. One of them I can't wear because of weird gum growth. And the other one, the tooth is kind of yellow. So we're not wearing it. I'm just going toothless. It's kind of fun. All right, a little bit wider, side to side. Yeah, so it's almost like a whole dental saga I've got going on here. I went back yesterday because apparently I have really healthy gum tissue that grows like a supervillain. Good, keep that side to side going. A few more seconds. Good, going back to the beginning, reaching overhead. Nice long body from those fingertips all the way down to the toes. Holding it here. This class is making me good at multitasking. And across the body. All right. I think it's time for me to take off my sweatshirt. That's like our cue. Keep going to cue to that. We're getting close to warming up. Bring it across. And hands up overhead into your windmill, touching the toes. Anyway, I have super gums. Pretty excited about that. It's going to be my new claim to flame, claim to fame. Good, we're gonna go open, elbows and heels back at the same time. Just shifting weight from side to side. Abs are in tight, eyes are up towards me, shoulders down, back and away from the ears. Those are cues that you will hear all day today. They're my favorites, and they pretty much go with every exercise. Should be doing them in your sleep? Not really. Hopefully you're sleeping in your sleep. Good, wide stance. Let those arms hang, hips down and up. But, so I have the post for my implant in my tooth, and my gums just keep growing right over the top of it. So they had to trim them back and put a new post in that was a little bit longer. But it was not painful. So we're still in the clear. We're feeling good today. Good, side to side. Feeling that groin opening up a little bit here. So I came with jokes today per request. David. Good, let's bring those arms overhead, hugging the knee. Last one here. Taking big breaths. You should feel warmed up by now. Let's go one more to each side. And good, shake it out. So our first move is gonna be lunge. So we're gonna go lunge down and back. It's gonna be all one leg. When we lunge, our knee is right over our ankle, our shoulders over our hips, abs are in tight, shoulders down away from the ears. Your eyes are gonna be out in front towards your screen, unless your screen's on the floor. Then you wanna look over it. So let's just lunge. We've got 1 minute here. Wobbly. Good, nice and slow. You're driving through that front heel. Toes should be able to pull to the tops of your shoes to ensure that the weight is in your heel. Okay. Don't forget about those abs. They're in tight. So for those of you who took my classes outside this summer, know that I had a really old Fitbit, and I got a new Fitbit for my birthday. The reason you knew that is because our timing was always off, because I used the Fitbit for timing, but it kept getting stuck. So today's the first day we're trying out the timer on the Fitbit. So far, so good. Whew. Feeling that tush work on that front leg. Those quads are engaged. Let's go 2 more. And then on the second one, bring it down and hold. Okay, anything that we do today with the legs, our modification will be just don't go down as far, right? So you could be here if you need to, or all the way down here, depending on how you feel. Ten more seconds here. Let's take a big breath in through the nose, out the mouth, and we're gonna make it burn. In 3 seconds, we're gonna bring that knee up in front. Looks like this. Running arms, so you're down into your lunge, bringing the knee up. Now, to take it a step further, we're gonna add a hop here. If you need to stay in that knee drive, that's fine. Otherwise, get right into this hop. You get 30 seconds of recovery right after this one, and you only got a few more. Let's go 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it off. Now's a good time for water if you need it, or just always water, because more water the better. Whew. All right, so that's our first one. We gotta do it on the other side. But you've got, let's see, about 20 seconds left. So the theme of my fun facts and my jokes today is cats. So While you're waiting, I'll show you. I've got a cute little cat right there. She sleeps staring out the window. All right, other leg, going right into it. Nice and slow. Just a lunge, down and up. Heel, pulling through the heel. Okay, toes up to the tops of your shoe. Or if you're not wearing shoes, just pull those toes up as much as you can. And as you drive through the front heel, you should feel your glute hamstring insertion, which is right here at the top of your hamstring, really activating. That's how we know we're pulling from the heel. Good. 20 seconds left here, and we're going into our hold. So you guys can, I learned the lesson the hard way, but I'm sure you guys have learned it before too. I came back from a while off, about a month, and I worked out with you guys. Good down and hold, and I did all the moves, and I probably shouldn't have. I did take a couple modifications there, but my knees are saying, Katie, don't do that. My brain said, you got this. My muscles were like, okay, we can push it a little bit, but my joints said I went too hard. So we'll work on that. That's a mental thing. It's not always good to push through. Whew. Almost there, 10 seconds, and we're going into our knee drive or knee drive hop. Here we go, 3, 2, bringing that knee up. You're going opposite hand and leg, just like you're running. Going right into it, hop it up. If you can. Apparently, I can't. Ooh. Good, 20 seconds left here. Good, 2 more. Down, up, and recover. Oh boy. All right, our next move, you've got 30 seconds, so take your time here, grab some water. It's just gonna be a squat, down and up, and then you can guess it's gonna be a squat hold and then a squat hop. All right. Okay. My cat's name is Sage. You can tell I'm a crazy cat lady. And I've gotten even crazier with quarantine because it's me and her all day. So first joke number 1. Go ahead and start in those squats. Feet a little bit wider than your hips. Toes are turned out. Hips slide down and back. Tight abs. Eyes up. Knees are following toes. So if you really wanted to do a neutral squat, you could. But your knees are pointing towards the toes and you're sticking your bum out with a flat back, shoulders down, back away from the ears. Another way to keep that chest up would be put your hands up at the temples. That helps. What is Sage's, my cat, favorite movie? The Sound of Meowsic. So bad. Good, big inhale down, exhale up. Don't forget about that core. Squeeze in your belly button into your spine. Pulling the toes up to the tops of your shoes. Same thing as those lunges. Let's go 2 more. On the second, we're gonna go down and hold. 30 seconds here. Oh boy, these hops are gonna kill. You got 10 seconds, and then you can guess we're going down and up. If you wanna eliminate the hop part, it's just gonna be a reach to the floor and then a reach overhead. So hop, go ahead and go. Looks like this. Eliminate the hop and just bring it down and up, maybe up onto the toes. Earning that recovery. You got 10 seconds left. Finishing strong. Keeping it up. And you got it, 30 seconds off. So our next one is gonna be on the floor. We're gonna start with side plank. Okay, so we'll be here. You're still on a break, but when you're ready, start moving down to the floor. You'll be down on the elbow. You got one knee down. You're gonna lift the hips off the floor, pressing them up towards the ceiling as high as you can go. If you wanna make it a little harder, you're going both feet in line with each other here. And we will start in about 10 seconds. Big breath. Wow, my heart rate is cruising. Here we go, 3, 2, bring it up and hold in that side plank. Once we finish this, it's gonna go into side crunches like so. Okay, you're not there yet, but 30-second side plank, 30-second side crunches, and then we'll flip it over and do the other side. Good, press it up a little bit more. If you wanna lift that bottom leg, you can. You should feel this underside bearing the grunt of that weight. 5 seconds, and we're gonna start pulling that knee to the elbow. 3, 2, knee and elbow together. Okay, you can keep that top foot up, or you can rest it down in between. If this side plank is too much, you can drop the hip, okay, and do your crunches from here. Really pulling from that top oblique. Almost there, and we're switching over. One more. Good, other side, we're jumping right into it. This one's gonna double burn. So, bringing it up, side plank hold. Next time we hit this, so right now I want you to mentally know which side you're on. Whatever side you're finishing with now, next round, I want you to start with this side so that it's the first side getting fatigued instead of the second. Whew. Big breaths into the nose, out the mouth. Five seconds, and we're pulling that crunch in. 3, 2, reach it overhead and pull. Inhale as you lengthen, exhale on the crunch. Remember, you can drop here if you need to. In that up position, our shoulder is right over our elbow. Woo. 10 seconds, just a few more. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. You've got recovery. Oh, maybe a good butterfly here to open up the lateral side of those hips. And then up next, we're on the floor. We're gonna go Superman, okay? And then we will do mountain climbers, and then we'll hold in our plank. So this will all be in a prone position, so the tummy is down. All right, 10 seconds, and we're getting started. Hands out in front, and we're just gonna lift. I want you to squeeze the heels and the backs of the hands up as hard as you can to the ceiling. There's your time. Go ahead and go. Bringing it up. If this is too much, you can always just lift the hands. Okay. Good, 30 seconds in, 30 to go. Nice and slow, doesn't have to be quick. Big exhale as you get up. Almost there, it's flying by, 10 seconds. Good, give me one more. And let's shift those hips back into a child's pose just for a second. Okay, when you're ready, bring it up onto the hands. We're gonna drive the knees into the elbows. Okay, you can keep it here or speed it up. If being on your hands and wrists hurts, go ahead and get started. You can always do a bicycle crunch here. This one is 30 seconds, half the time of that Superman. Good, 10 seconds. Oh, I got a belly full of water. I can feel it. And you got it holding a plank. You can drop it to the knees, drop it to the elbows. If you're in this position and it's too much, then you can hold kind of a lower boat. Feet can be up too. Get the shoulders up. So you get to pick. Again, this one is another 15 seconds. Big breath in through the nose, out the mouth, and press the palms through the floor one more time. Big breath in and out. Go ahead and bring it down. Press that upper body up, stretching out those abs. And if you're here, you're just gonna bring yourself into a nice long body, fingertips as far away from the toes. All right, that's round one. You get a longer recovery here. We're gonna take a full minute so that everybody's getting water in, and then we're gonna go back to the top. Let's see, make sure we have plenty of time. That took us 14, 15 minutes, and we've got about 22 minutes left. That's perfect. Right on track today. All right, we are over halfway, and we've got a little bit of time. Let's see, should we go cat fact now? So cats can't taste sweet, which surprises me because my cat gets a little taste of everything that I eat. Someone told me that's not good, but she's fine. They're teeny tiny little things. She's almost 10 years old and is still alive. So we're gonna say that she has created a strong stomach. Okay, remember that first move is gonna be our lunge, and you've got another 30 seconds. So take a couple deep breaths, get an extra sip of water. But yeah, I feed her, I think one of her favorite things, and I don't know if it's a texture thing or if it's, can be flavor, because I just learned today that they don't taste sweet. She loves raisins. Go ahead and start with your first leg of lunges. Which is funny because she won't be getting raisins anymore because a raisin is what broke my tooth off. Oddly enough. Got stuck in a weird spot. It was not a soft raisin, apparently. We got a hard one. So raisins are ruined for me, and therefore ruined for the cat too. But yeah, she also likes marshmallows. So that's weird. Maybe she can smell them, but not taste the sweet. I don't know. I'll have to look into that more. Not sure why. What was the other one? There was one more I thought was really neat. Now I can't remember it. I think I might have told you this last time, but the oldest cat that ever lived was 38 years and 4 months old. Gosh. I mean, Sage is she's about a quarter of the way through her life. Let's hope. I would love for her to live forever. Or if I have kids, she's pretty cranky. So maybe I have to wait to have kids for another 30 years so that they don't cross paths. Let's go 4 more. And then we're going into our lunge hold. 3 on that last one. 1 more, getting ready. Bring it down and hold. Pull those toes up. You should be able to see your toes over that front knee. Remember to modify. You're just coming up a little bit further. Good, shoulders down. Stacking those joints right over the hips, knee over ankle. You can see your toes pulled up to the tops of your shoes. Big breaths. And we're going into our hop in about 5 seconds. And here it is, you're driving the knee up. And then if you can, add the hop. This is our last round through everything. So we're just doing it one more time. We already know what's coming. So it should be a piece of cake, right? Not sure it'll be harder because we're already tired. Those muscles are like, but we did this already. And relax, you got 30 seconds off. And we're going into that other side. Nice big breaths. It's like, makes me think of when I was a little kid and my mom would be like, did you brush your teeth? And we were like, yes. And she'd know we were lying. She'd be like, well, do it again. It's like that. Our muscles are like, we already did it. Do it again. Good. Other side. We're lunging. Doesn't have to be quick. Nice and slow. Driving through that heel. Squeeze the abs. Big breath in on the way down. Out on the way up. And we've got 1 minute here, so 30 seconds left. We're halfway through it. $15 seconds left, and we're gonna hold. All right, 5 seconds, and then we're bringing it down for 30. Here it is, next one, hold it down. Okay, what is Sage's favorite magazine? No? No guessers? You guys are on mute, I know. Good mousekeeping. I don't order it though, so she never gets to read it. She must be getting online while I'm gone. Oh, the other fun fact was they spend 70%, which I totally believe this, 70% of their lives sleeping. She's sleeping right now. And I know she sleeps at night with me. Good. Driving that knee down, hop it out if you can. Oh boy, my bum is burning. And this one's short. You got 10 seconds left. It's only 30 seconds on that high intensity move. One more. Shake it out. You got 30 seconds off, and then the next round is squats. We got squats, squat hold, and then squat hop before we bring it to the floor. All right. Looks like, go ahead and grab some water. We've got some chat. Oh, someone asked what the colored flags are in my background. They're just mantras. I pick one each day. I'm like, what color is today? And I can tell you the one I read today is, I am courageous, I am whole, I stand in my power. So if you want to think about that, it's just something, I'm in my head all day and I think all sorts of different things. You can tell I talk a lot. That's how my brain goes. But so it's repeating those. It's something positive. We think a lot of negative stuff. So I just am like, what color am I today? Today we're yellow. I am courageous. I am whole. I stand in my power. It's a good one, especially for a workout day. Good. Feet wide, hips down and back, abs tight. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google. I don't know much about like prayer flags, but these kind of look like it, right? They're just mantras, but I guess maybe the same thing. I like that they're a rainbow, kind of a rainbow person. If you can kind of see part of my house, but my living room colors are primary colors. So it's red, yellow, and blue. It's a bright home. But then you go into my room and it's gray. And maybe I've got two different moods. Spaz mood and sleeping. We're in the colorful room today for working out. It's good for it. I'm dreading the day. Well, if I had to teach night classes right now, it'd be dark in here. I don't have much lighting, but right behind you guys is a huge window that goes across the whole room. And so that's what's keeping me visible at the moment. So if I ever teach night classes, I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Good. 10 seconds and we're going down into a hold. One more down and up. And then last one, bring it down. Hold for 30. Ooh, gotta adjust. I'm gonna put my hands up. I can feel my chest falling. When I get tired, my body wants to do that. 15 seconds. Oh, this is our last leg set. Ooh, almost not making it. 5 seconds. Big breath in through the nose, out the mouth. And we're going up, down into a reach or a hop. I don't know what you guys can see, but I know you're pointing my little dining room. I don't know if you can see back there, but I have 2 pumpkins still. 5 seconds, let's go, 2 more hops. 2, 1, 30 seconds off. I have 2 pumpkins. Surprisingly, what is it? We are about 6 weeks away from Halloween. We paint pumpkins at work, and I hate to see them go to waste. You probably heard this around Halloween. I had 5, and I'm down to 2, and they're still good. I checked them yesterday. They still gonna be meaty. I think I'm gonna try and cut them today. I've been eating a lot of pumpkin, especially with the tooth. Pureed pumpkin with a little bit of garlic salt. So good. So good, and like baby food, which works well for me right now. When you're ready, we're gonna bring it down. First minute, Supermans. Let's say we'll start in 3, 2, bringing it up. I hope I'm in the frame. But yeah, I slice them in half and then kind of slice them into pieces from there. And I take, the stem off and the little hole at the bottom. And then I actually flip them over and they look like cantaloupe slices kind of. And I peel them with a peeler, like just a regular potato peeler. Then just get that thin outside layer off. And then I've got all these peel-less cantaloupe looking slices and I just chop them up into quarters, put them in a gallon baggie and freeze them, or I just toss them with some olive oil and throw them in the oven at 400 for about 20 to 25 minutes. And they're perfect. And then from there, you can either put them in a pureer or I just eat them like that. It's my favorite. Pumpkin is my favorite squash. Except for I'm not a fan of canned pumpkin. So these 5 pumpkins, let's see, they'll probably take me through the new year. So I get all the way from October to January of pumpkin, and I'll have some frozen too. But I'm kicking myself to get those ones done today. They've been sitting there saying, Katie, get it together. One more. And shift it back into a quick child's pose. Lengthening the back. We're going to pull it up into a plank. All right, getting into that plank position, we're driving the knees. It looks like this, or it's a quick mountain climber. Okay, hips tucked up and under, really pressing those palms to the floor so that you're opening up between the shoulder blades. We don't want those saggy backs. If you need to be on your knees, you can always drive the knee to the elbow from here. We got 10 seconds. And there it is. Hold in plank. Woo. Last time on this plank. It's only 30 seconds. Let's see where we're at. Perfect timing. Big breaths. Trying to get those shoulders right in line with the wrists. Ooh. 10 seconds. Big breath in through the nose. Another one. Breathing it in. Nice and slow. Exhale as slowly as you can. And bring it down. Pressing it up into up dog. Opening up the front side. Lift the chest and chin. All right. You've got 30 seconds off and we're going into our first side plank, then side plank crunch. All right. How are we doing on time? Ooh, perfect. So we've got side plank, and then, let's see, so that's 2, 3 minutes. That'll give us 5 minutes to stretch. I have it down here to do 1 minute of burpees. So for those of you who want an extra challenge today, you can do 1 minute of burpees when we start stretching, and I'll time you. Good, bring it into your side plank. Right now, it's just an up and hold. Oh, I did say we're gonna start with the other side, right? Okay, starting with the different side this time. Remember, you can split the feet like you're walking on a tightrope, or you can drop that bottom one, lift the top one, or just keeping it here. So I'll give you the timer on that. So I'll tell you 1 minute, you can start your burpees. We'll start stretching, and then you can join us for stretching, and then I ask that you stretch a little bit longer after class. So if you want that extra challenge, I'll give you a burpee timer. I'll do a couple with you, and then we'll get going. And here it is. We're gonna go into our side crunch. Nice long body. Lift and squeeze. Don't let that bottom hip drop. Keeping everything up nice and tight. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Oh, I almost didn't make it to that last one. Getting ready to flip it over. You've got a little bit of time. Ooh, so I told you my goal was to do more yoga, right? And I gave myself a very small goal. It was to do yoga once a week through January. And I started last week. Good, go ahead and lift it up. I did not give myself a time. So it was really like, just do some yoga. And I was like, I could do once a week. We got that. I did it right after class last time for about 20 minutes. And then I did it Monday, the day after, for about 20 minutes. So I really only did it once. I don't count after class because that was just lots of extra stretching, but I needed it so badly. And then I let the whole week go by without doing anything till I see you guys this morning. And I wish that I would have spread it out because I'm so stiff. But so this week, we're going to do it again. I get credit for it. I did one day. It's not perfect, but moving forward, going from no exercise. So now my goal is just 1 day of HIIT like this and crunch. And then 1 day of yoga. So we're going to 2 days. 1 day stretching, 1 day high intensity. When we get through January, I'll probably add something. But right now, especially with the holidays, keeping it simple. We get busy. Almost there. This is our last exercise, unless you're hardcore and we're doing burpees. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Flipping it back. For those of you who start stretching, I'm going to have you bring yourself into a knee hug. And you're just going to lengthen one side and hang out here. Okay, and then if you want to take it further, you can bring that knee across the body. So this is stretch move number 1. Burpee people. We're going to go in. So it's just down, out. We're not adding a push-up. In And then up. If you want to do burpees and you want to modify, you can step and then reach. Start in 3, 2, go, 1 minute. For those of you starting your stretch, you guys can go ahead and switch legs. So you're gonna lengthen both feet away from the fingertips and then draw the other knee into the chest. And then bring that knee across the body. Burpees, I want to keep doing this. You're about, not quite there, halfway. Okay, you got 30 seconds left. Even if you're slowing down, keep it going. Even if it means you look like a burpee slug, I want you to make it through the whole minute. Now stay in there, keep you on the clock. You got 15 seconds left. For those of you on the floor, you're gonna draw those knees, both knees in, and give me a circle so that you're massaging the lower back onto the floor. One more burpee, and recover. Burpee people stay standing, and then floor people stand up. We got burpee people and floor people. So now we're all standing, we're back together. Give me a big breath in, hands overhead. Exhale, draw the elbows down and back. We're gonna do our upper body stretches first so that we can catch our breath. Release those hands, clasp back together. Open it up, or just push those thumbs back as much as you can. Another option too is you can always bring the hands to the elbows if that helps you open up the front a little bit more. Trying to slow your breath. Big breath in through the nose. As you exhale, release those hands out in front. Pull forward, tuck the chin. Opening up between the shoulder blades. Big breath in, bring the hands overhead, drop to one side and reach. Really feel the oblique lateral side of the hip, those lats, all the way up and over. Big breath in, bring it up. Exhale, reach. Trying to slow your breath. Okay, bring it up. Here we go. Breathe it in and exhale. Swan dive forward, flat back, then roll it down. Big breath in, half lift into a flat back. And exhale, drop it back down into your forward fold. Tuck your chin. And we're going to take one leg, cross it behind the other, and forward fold. So now, if you'd like to take this a step further, you're going to take your hands and move them to the same side as the foot that is behind. So we're crisscrossing right now. We've got one foot and hands over, the other foot is to the other side. Just press those hips on that back side. You're pressing the hips out, if that makes any sense. Hopefully you can tell by looking. Good. Bring it back to center. And we're going to go back into our forward fold. Tuck the chin. Breathe it in, half lift. Exhale, drop it back down, and then hook the other leg behind. Forward fold here to take it further. Walk the hands to the same side as the back foot, and then press the hips away from the hands. And unwind. Let's see. We are right at 9:15. If you would like to hop off now, totally understandable. We got some good stretching in, but if you'd like to stay with me, I'm going to do just a couple more stretches. Step that back foot back. You're going to keep your knee right over that ankle. You can stay here. We want to push the back hip down, or you can drop the back knee, extra quad stretch here, and then reach for the foot to open it up. Option one, or you can just keep that knee down and lift the hands up so that we're really pressing that hip forward. Good, bring it up, back onto the foot, and then we're going to bring it together. Other side, stepping it back into our front lunge, stacking the knee. You can drop it down if you want to, or you can stay in that lunge. You can pull the leg in, ooh, or you can keep it down here and lift. Good, bring those feet together. Staying here, we're just gonna step the feet out. This will be the last one. Walk those hands through the legs, tuck the chin. Bring them back and then walk them out to one side, keeping that leg straight. Bring it back to center. Walk them to the other side. And back to center. We're gonna lunge to one side. Pull the toes up. And then lift that chest. Feeling the stretch in the groin. And just sweep on through the other side. Pull the toes up. And back to center. Bring those feet together. One more time on that forward fold. Tuck the chin. And let's just let the arms hang. And release. Big breath in. Slow roll up. As you bring it up, hands overhead. And exhale, give me 3 shoulder rolls down and back. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Thanks for coming, guys. It's good to see you. Happy Sunday.